Today's mac, we're doing saffron mac. I ended up doing two versions of this mac, so stick around, it's gonna be tasty. Starting out, I'm slicing a yellow onion. Saffron tends to go really well with allium, so I'm using this onion as part of the sauce base. I'll be cooking this onion in half a stick of butter. We just want to make sure the butter melts evenly over low heat. Then once it's melted, I'll add the onion. I'm cooking the onion over medium heat until translucent. I'm not trying to put too much color on it for this mac. Once the onion became translucent, I added 200 grams of milk. The onion will continue to soften up in the milk as it simmers. I'm adding my saffron right now so it can bloom in the milk. We want to make sure the milk doesn't reach a boil. This will get 6 grams of sodium citrate and 200 grams of cheese. I'm using a mixture of Gruyere and low moisture mozzarella. Then I used an immersion blender to bring it all together. It did take a little while for the butter to completely incorporate into the sauce, but eventually it emulsified together and became one beautiful golden cheese sauce that I can throw to the back of my stove while we get our noodles ready. I'm using shells today and I'm cooking them in boiling salted water until just before al dente. Those nudes can get a portion of our sauce and some extra torn up mozzarella for cheese pull. I'll plate it in a ramekin and top it with breadcrumbs. That can go into an oven or an air fryer to crisp up. It is a bit basic, it could use something to complement it, like a sofrito or some sun-dried tomatoes, or something that could also add like an acidic component to it would be really good. So I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow and just add like a sofrito to this and see how it turns out. A sofrito consists of just onions, garlic, and peppers, and sometimes some spices or cilantro. I'm doing kind of a rough dice on my onion, and the same with part of a red and green bell pepper. I just want them to roughly be all the same size, as well as slicing a couple of cloves of garlic. These can all go into a hot pan. You want your pan to be hot enough to cook off all the water so your vegetables don't become soggy. These vegetables will get a pinch of salt and get cooked until they start to brown. Once they're cooked, I'll deglaze it with some vinegar. After that, our basic sofrito is done. I'm only going to use half for the mac. I'll use the other half for some eggs or something. Our leftover cheese sauce can get warmed up with our sofrito. Then get some nudes that I cooked earlier and some extra cheese for cheese pull. This can all go into a ramekin, topped with breadcrumbs and crisped up just like last time. It's definitely better now that it's not quite as one-dimensional. I do think I could have done a touch more vinegar with the vegetables, or something like spicy. Maybe adding a little espelette in with the macaroni or some cayenne or something like that. I think that would be good. I think 8-2 is good for this one. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe for more mac and cheese, and let me know if there's any macs you would like to see in the future.